Hi everybody, so in today's tutorial I'm going to do some cream contouring. I did a Instagram pic with this not long ago and it had a really good response, so I just thought I'd show you how I do it. So what I like to do is I've done a cream base foundation. I'm using Kryolan today, so I've got, I always like to have my foundation when I'm doing contouring 1 to 2 shades darker than the actual color that I am, so that when I put the highlight on, I'm not looking like a ghost in areas and not looking really dark in other areas. So to do the contour, I've actually got the Kryolan contour wheel as well. So it's got a really nice deep shade and it's got a beautiful creamy kind of almost lemony highlight shade. So it's not like a white and a really dark. So it's really nice for skin tones. So I'm always going to start with my highlight. So I'm coming in and I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush. And just lightly, I'm going to come down the bridge of the nose here, fan out into a V shape along the brows there, coming in and under the brow. Then I'm also going to come in and under the eye here. I don't want to add too much highlight under here because I've got my main problem areas are under the eyes where my lines are, so I don't want to add too much product in there which would then emphasize everything. Some of my chin. And just some in this area here underneath the cheekbone. And the trusty bit around in this C shape along through the eye here. Be careful again not to put too much around those, around the actual outer edge where the lines are. You don't have to blend it out all at the moment, so I'm looking very highlighted in areas, but don't worry about that. Now just coming in, I'm just going to use the same brush when coming in with the contour side. Sucking in my cheekbones. And I'm going to place that contour so it's coming down from the corner of my hairline here down to the corner of my lip. When you're doing cream contouring, you can actually go a little bit heavy-handed because we'll always set with powder, and the powder can then make everything disappear slightly as well. Coming around that square jawline of mine too. When you're using creams, be really careful with fair hair. Come around that jawline again. Now I'm going to come across the forehead here. When I come down the nose, I am going from the corner of the eyebrow there and coming down. Just make sure you don't have too much product on. You can do that with a smaller brush if you want to, but I find that this brush, because it's got a tip, it's actually, it's quite a good size anyway. Come up and under there. And that great one under the lip to always make that lip just come out. Now, I'm going to use a small amount here. I'm going to come through that socket. I do actually have a little bit of eye makeup on today. I've done my brows and I've got a little bit of shadow on, but this will still deepen that, just in that socket line there. Okay, so now I'm just going to try and blend the two together. So I'm stippling it in a little, bringing it around and brushing it where I need to. Put on more colour where you need it once it's blended. I like to make it smaller through here and slightly flare it out. So it's almost like a V through this section here near their ear and the corner of the hairline, and then coming into a finer point near the lips. Okay, now to set that, I'm actually using the BenNye Cameo powder, and I'm going to use a big foundation powder brush. And this BenNye powder is actually a translucent powder, so it's just a nice clear coverage. So we should be able to see all of those nice shadow lines through there. And that just really takes away that extra shine that the cream foundations can give. And of course, when you're using a cream foundation, we do need to set it. If you need it to last a long time, I would highly recommend setting it with a powder puff. Now, might just put a tiny bit on the corner of this makeup wedge and just come in through the top lip there. That's better. And I'll set that in. All I've got on my lips today is a BenNye gloss in red. And that's a great simple way of doing a cream contour. You can see that nice and easily all through those great areas. So hopefully it makes my lips look slightly bigger, my cheekbones look more sunken, my sockets look deeper, and hopefully my nose doesn't look as wide and everything. So I hope you like it.